London's biggest private equity firm, BC Partners, is testing the financial waters as they plan to raise $8.4 billion for buyouts later this year. We partner right now with the FT to bring you Lex on Bloomberg. You get a sneak peek at the Financial Times' flagship column a day early. Luke Templeman joining us now live from London. Luke, always good to see you. Other funds have had a tough time raising money post-Lehman. So will this time be any different?
Yeah, well, BC Partners, one of Europe's largest private equity funds, looking to raise the biggest fund since Lehman. Now, they're not the first to try. Other funds have put out some big numbers for their target fundraising, and they've come up short. Now, the problem is that the few investors in private equity that are still around are spoilt for choice. KKR are currently about 80% of the way through their current fund, and they'll be looking to raise funds very soon. Blackstone, which have been raising for 2 years now, are still a bit over halfway through their fund.
So where will the cash come from, Luke?
Yeah, well, traditional investors such as pension funds and university endowments, as we know, are pulling back from their exposure to private equity. Now, even though private equity funds have generally performed better than the equities market over the last 2 years, portfolio remixes mean that they're moving out of these illiquid funds. Now, what that means for BC Partners and other firms who are going to be raising money soon is that they're going to be looking towards new sectors, new demographics. So that could mean the Middle East and the Far East investors could be on their radar. But whatever the case may be, they're certainly going to wear out a lot of shoe leather walking around and banging on doors. So,
Luke, I mean, how will the timing affect fundraising?
Yeah, well, BC particularly are in a bit of a time crunch at the moment. They need to raise the funds by November when the current fund's investment period runs out. And before then, they will want to get away a few successful IPOs so they can convince new investors to give them the money. Now, experience tells us that in the current climate, it takes about 18 months to raise a new fund to achieve the final closing. So they'll be a little bit worried that come November, they may be stuck without cash.
Okay, Luke, we thank you very much. Luke Templeman joining us there from the FT in London.